There comes a time in every person's life when the noise becomes unbearable, when the world outside feels too chaotic, and the world inside begins to crumble. You feel tired, not the kind of tired that sleep can fix, but the kind that weighs on your soul. You look around and wonder, how did I get here? And more importantly, how do I get out? This is a Stoic's guide to personal restoration and clarity. Let's begin. 1. The art of the still mind. Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Before you can restore your life, you must first restore your mind. Clarity doesn't come from chasing solutions. It comes from learning to sit with yourself in silence. In the world of Stoicism, the first step is awareness. Not action, not strategy, just awareness. What thoughts are dominating your internal dialogue? Are they fears, regrets, insecurities? Write them down. Sit with them. Understand them. Don't resist. Don't react. Just observe. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." The modern world teaches us to run from discomfort. Stoicism teaches us to watch it. Your first practice. Take 10 minutes each morning to sit in silence. No distractions. No goals. Just you and your thoughts. 2. Radical ownership, the Stoic's way to power. You want to fix your life? Then first, you must own it. All of it. The bad decisions. The broken relationships. The missed opportunities. Even the things that weren't your fault. Because here's the Stoic truth. Responsibility is not the same as blame. You may not be to blame for everything that happened, but you are responsible for what you do now. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The moment you take full ownership of your life is the moment you stop being a victim. You become the author, the director, the sovereign. Your second practice. Stop using phrases like, "It's just how I am," or "They made me feel this way." Replace them with, "I chose to react this way. I allowed that to affect me. I am responsible for how I show up." Ownership is clarity. Ownership is power. 3. Eliminate the unessential. Imagine your life is a garden. Every thought, habit, and relationship is either a flower or a weed. You cannot restore yourself if you are constantly nurturing things that destroy you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary?" Clarity is often not about adding more to your life. It's about removing what no longer serves you. Remove the apps that distract you. Remove the people who drain you. Remove the habits that leave you feeling worse. Your third practice. Each week, eliminate one thing that adds noise but no value to your life. One toxic habit. One digital distraction. One fake friend. Clear the weeds. Watch your inner garden grow. 4. Restore your inner code. What do you stand for? Most people don't fall apart because of external chaos. They fall apart because they've lost their internal code. The Stoics lived by virtue, a set of core values. Wisdom, courage, justice, temperance. When you live in alignment with your values, you become unshakable. The storms may come, but your roots hold firm. Your fourth practice. Choose 3 values you want to embody. Write them down. Live them, especially when it's hard. If you value discipline, prove it when you're tired. If you value honor, stand by it when you're tested. This is how you restore your foundation. 5. The power of voluntary discomfort. Comfort is seductive, but too much comfort creates weak minds, fragile emotions, and diluted purpose. The Stoics embraced voluntary hardship. Why? Because it trains the mind to be resilient, to stay centered even when life isn't. Seneca practiced sleeping on the floor. Epictetus walked in rags, not because they had to, but because they wanted to stay strong when comfort faded. Your fifth practice. Introduce one form of voluntary discomfort each week. Cold showers, fasting, physical exertion, digital detox. Do something hard, not for punishment, but for inner strength. When you face discomfort willingly, life's curveballs stop catching you off guard. 6. The quiet power of detachment. You don't need more. You need to need less. We suffer because we cling to people, to outcomes, to control. Epictetus taught, don't seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Seek for them to happen as they do, and you will find peace. Detachment is not apathy. It's freedom. It's seeing things clearly, without the haze of obsession or fear. Detach from who they think you should be, from the outcome you're chasing, from the past you cannot change. Your sixth practice. Each day, remind yourself, I do not control outcomes. I only control effort. Practice detachment, not by giving up, but by showing up without clinging. 7. Inner restoration through solitude. In solitude, the noise fades, and the truth begins to speak. But most people run from solitude, afraid of what they might find in the silence. Not the Stoic. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, yet he cherished solitude, because it was in solitude that he remembered who he was. Solitude is not loneliness. It's a return to self. It's a sacred space to heal, to reflect, and to restore. Your seventh practice. Once a week, take a solitude walk. No phone. No music. Just you, your thoughts, and nature. Let the silence speak. Let your mind breathe. 8. Emotional alchemy. Turning pain into power. The world teaches you to suppress pain. The Stoics teach you to transmute it. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is a messenger. It reveals what needs healing, what needs change, what needs growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. In Stoicism, we turn obstacles into teachers, anger into clarity, heartbreak into strength, loss into wisdom. Your eighth practice. When you feel emotional pain, ask, what is this trying to teach me? What does this reveal about my values? How can I grow from this rather than shrink? Every wound can become a window to your power, if you let it. The path to restoration is not found in some distant future. It's here, now, in the breath you take with intention, in the thought you challenge, in the discipline you choose. You are not broken. You are becoming. And Stoicism is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about remembering that the most powerful force in your life has always been you. This has been a Stoic's guide to personal restoration and clarity. Your journey has already begun. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. Subscribe, like, share, join the Stoic journey.